This is a story about Zombie Kitty. About a month or so ago, my wife, I woke up in the morning and my daughter was under me. She usually sleeps with me, but she was almost under me. And I got up and I woke up and I went to the bathroom, and she came in the bathroom and she's got her fingers in her mouth and her bare hair. She looks frightened, like tormented. And I said, "What's wrong?" And she wouldn't tell me. So I took her to to my other daughter's bed. I said, "Sleep here until everybody gets up." And I left and I went on my way. Well, in the middle of the day, my wife texts me and says, "You need to come home and talk to your daughter about her dream." So that evening when I got home, I went to my daughter and I said, "Tell me about this dream." Well, in this dream, she said a zombie kitty came up to her. I'll explain all this in a minute. She said then her sisters came and slaughtered the zombie kitty and cut all its pieces apart and separated them. There was blood everywhere, and they coaxed her down into the blood. And I said, "Well, did you get in the blood?" She said, "No." And I said, "Okay, well, that's a good thing." She said, "Well, they told me it was warm." So I stuck my toe in it to see if it was warm. And then I was like, okay, well, she made a blood covenant. So here's what the deal is. I had just come off of a 2-night, kind of a serious deliverance deal. I felt like one of these beings came back with me or was around me, hovering around me, trying to get revenge or whatever they do. And what happened was he couldn't do anything to me. So what he did was he attacked my family, and he looked at the weakest link, kind of like a lion. A lion attacks the weakest in the herd, the youngest or the one who is injured. So this demon came and attacked my daughter. Her sisters in the dream weren't her sisters, the ones who slaughtered the zombie kitty. Look, my daughter knows nothing of evil. All she knows is kitties and babies. That's on play. That's all she knows. So she was. These demons took form of her sisters. They came in. They slaughtered this animal, whatever it was, this other being, and they separated the parts. And there was a pool of blood. They coaxed her down, and she made a blood covenant with these beings, and didn't even understand what she was doing. It made me mad. I was very angry that they took advantage of her. She's 5 years old. So we prayed against it. I broke it. We got it out of there. It's never been back. But I wanted to tell you, because I feel like Jesus is showing me that there's a lot of people that their children are complaining about things like that. They're afraid to go to bed, not just because they don't want to go to bed, but they're afraid to go to bed. They're having nightmares or night terrors, or they are being tormented, or their fear or they're hearing voices in her head, because my daughter started hearing voices in her head the next day. They were talking to her, communicating to her in her little 5-year-old head. So this is a serious deal. And if your children are experiencing this thing, pay a little more attention to that. And if you want to talk about that with me, we can talk about it. And if Jesus wants to help them, wants me to help them, then I would certainly do that for you. If you're interested in reading more about this, click below or above or wherever it is, and it'll take you to my website. Read more about the deliverance stuff or the demonization stuff. There's 2 big pages there. So if you need anything like this, contact me through my website. You can email me, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about these issues.